कैसे हो भाई बहनों आज तो हम वीडियो बना रहे हैं. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel like I should do a whole video in Hindi. Honestly, it would be like a great little exercise, but I ain't subtitling any of that. But, today's video is all about Kickstarter. Now, Kickstarter is like your weird Uncle Gus, the parties. Everyone tells you to stay away from him. You've honestly said that he's a nice guy. He has a cool story here and there, but throughout life you figured, yeah, maybe Uncle Gus isn't the coolest dude to be around with. And so Kickstarter is kind of like that. There's a cool thing every once in a while, but I think 95% of Kickstarter is like the it's just cringy. Now, going onto this website, if you take the extra 2 seconds and kind of just sit and gather around and just look at all the campaigns, just typing in words like YouTube, for instance, right? YouTube channels. You can go down and see things like YouTube channel fundraisers, that gamer YouTube channel. And you keep on going further and down and creating a successful YouTube channel. Law enforcement roleplay. Okay, all right. Law enforcement roleplay. There's other channels like the latest and greatest in gaming in one place, even though everything is a low resolution image of COD. But this is one of those things. The Fit2 vibrating weight loss device. I think I can say for sure, ladies and gentlemen, human logic is all but diminished. Now, your healthy eating coach to keep your diet in check. It looks like a goddamn shock collar for people. Is that the message you want to tell people? Hey, if you're obese from eating too much, just put on a fucking shock collar device and call it a day. Now, this isn't a shock collar device. This is actually far more inferior to that. Had this been a shock collar device, I would have actually backed this, okay? Because that might have done something. No, what does this do? Well, it pings your phone and tells you, hey, we noticed you ate something. You might not want to eat it. Okay, let's get down into it. So, Fit2 is a compact and discreet device. That's nowhere close to fucking discreet, okay? People, let me give you an example of discreet, okay? That doesn't look anywhere close to discreet, okay? That just doesn't work, all right? God damn. I think we're really pushing the idea of how stealthy this product is. A large part of successful weight loss is managing and controlling temptations using gentle vibrations. See, it's not even a shock collar, dude. Like, you don't even get the fun out of it, in my opinion. Like, had it been that, this would have been a great device, let me tell you. The Fit2 lets you set eating times, choose a diet plan that works, and even track your progress. And I love all these check marks like aids weight loss, boosts your willpower, supported by loosely, may I add, iOS and that's not a check mark. Come on, dude. Comfortable, adjustable, and waterproof. I mean, I'm actually glad they didn't take each three of those things and make them their own check marks. So good for you. You won some respect points on that. Resist your cravings and track your progress. Know when to eat, when not to eat, and let the vibration. See, here's the thing. Vibrations aren't enough to keep me from stopping. Okay, let me tell you. If I want to eat, just because my little collar is vibrating, I'll rip that shit off, toss it in the river, and continue eating my powdered donuts and whatnot. Okay, let me tell you. Innovative device helps you stop snacking between meals without pills or surgery. So, instead of getting that gastric bypass, this is sort of a stopgap. Like, hey, instead of chopping up your stomach into like this much, this may be the option for you. Fit2 reminds you when to not cheat. Okay, so you put it on, all right? You put on your little dog collar, and then as you're eating, you set the times, right? Like, I will eat between 6 and 7 p.m. every day. That is my dinner time, and nothing can ever change. And as you're done doing that, it'll let you track your results. Like, and they give you these apps, all right, these health apps that like track every single thing. Like, this is how many calories, exactly down to the T, you've taken in and out. And some of the people are invested, like, journalizing themselves in their medical diaries. And it's like, guys, okay, it's okay to, Jesus Christ. It gets a little too much. What do you get with the Fit2 device? All right, let's see. You get the actual collar, you get the charger, and you get spare ropes. Like, what the? Spare ropes, boys. Free iOS and Android apps. I mean, it would be terrible if I had to pay for my collar and then also have to pay for the app, right? 24/7 support, which most likely means it's farmed out to some call center and God knows where. Now, real-time tracking, steps tracking via, it's a pedometer. Let's be real about this. Activity tracking via app. Okay, it's a pedometer that makes a graph. Awesome. Monitor progress to see results. You can look at the chart. Awesome. This is what every health app has provided since the beginning of days. And then you've got the health coaching, all right? And I love these AI coaches because it's just, has he moved longer than 10 minutes? Then tell him, congratulations. Has he moved less than 0 minutes? Tell him he may be dead. Featured on it. I hate this shit so much. God, this stuff despises me, all right? Like Fox News, ABC News, NBC, Owler, Fuchsia, Weight Loss Group, MSN, Pinterest. Isn't being on Pinterest like being on Twitter? It's another fucking social network. What are you talking about? I love reading it because it's just like anytime I come across a device that comes just a bit sketchier to me, I always sit there and say that they're gonna have that section where they tell them, oh, I was on TV, I was on everything. Just because you were on that, that like Fox News doesn't mean it was like a big piece, guys. It was just there for like a one-off article somebody needed to fill a quota with. Avoid temptations. I love the people they get for this that obviously don't look like they have eating like issues with this. Like they can, like she can have a cupcake. Nothing's gonna kill her if she takes one cupcake out of the ordinary. But I love reading this. So the unique mechanism senses when you start to eat, right? So as long as you're outside that like time frame of when you're allowed to eat, it'll, as soon as you take the first bite, it'll vibrate for 30 seconds when you take the bite, right? So it'll discourage you. Like I said earlier in the video, if I'm having my collar vibrate, I'm gonna rip that shit off, toss it into the river, and eat my muffin. Now, I don't know if that's a muffin, donut, whatever it is, but if you've taken the one bite already, what are you gonna do? Like leave a half-eaten donut just there? Like, no, you're gonna finish it. If I ever see the emoji on there, oh, I will definitely break it. God, that is the easiest way for me not to. Lock my temptations away. So if I press that lock button, it's just gonna stick to me. What is this, like a chastity belt of eating? like a little chastity belt action going on? All right, really now? Really? I mean, I'm pretty sure this guy would still be able to rip the thing off dog tack style and toss it in the river. I'm really thinking about rivers today. What's wrong with me? Get notifications when it's time to eat. Hey, you forget to eat there, dumbass? Well, time to stuff your face. shows you how people are so attached to their phones that they're giving like basic like life reminders tossed to them through in-app notifications. Like, are we real here? Are we being real? Are we memeing? Are you slipping off that track? Ooh, oh man, I just can't eat that extra slice of pizza. Fuck me, outside of eating hours? Man, better put on my shock collar. I wish it was a shock collar. Why? I wish it was. Damn it. Now, I've spent a lot of time with that. You might be wondering, Muda, where have they hurt you? Now, the reality is, man, I just can't deal with like Kickstarters like this where it's most obviously one of the weirdest, like most failed devices that I personally have ever witnessed. That it's just, I make a game to myself where I look at these things every once in a while, especially when I'm drunk like now. And I kind of laugh to myself and I'm like, this is being taken for a ride. Let's be real here. Come on. Even the reward perks were honestly hilarious when you look into them. Like their highest one is like the wholesale where you get like 50 of these for like $6,000 when they only need like 38.50 to win. But hey, with 21 days left, I hope they match their goal. Fuck. I'd like to own a Fit2 Oh God, I'd love to own one of these at some point, dude. I'd love to. I'd buy it for the meme. Let me tell you. Now this is my favorite shit in the world. Now, because this is a closed one, all right, and it only got 2,351 out of 132,000. Luckily, it was a fixed goal, meaning that this amount had to be reached, or they wouldn't receive any payment. So I can respect that. This is the energy tool, and this is the shit that honestly hurts me a lot. Now, don't get me wrong, I believe in spirituality and all this shit, but when you're spelling spirituality for $132,000, gonna need, I don't know, man, I don't know, sounds pretty weird to me. The spiritual path is oftentimes not an easy one to walk, especially in the modern world. In the past, I found myself being bogged down by the stresses and pressures of society to fit in, get a real job, work harder, and be smarter. Basic shit that everyone has done since the beginning of time. Get a job, work hard. Whew. Although our tech-obsessed world may overlook spirituality more often than not, I believe that a change is on the horizon. Every time I hear about the younger people describing themselves as no one does that. No one said. You can't take people saying they're woke ironically. Come on! I feel encouraged that better days are ahead. In order to serve a growing demand of spiritually based products, I've taken it upon myself to continue the work that was started by the likes of Dr. Wilhelm Reich, Don Croft, and Carol Croft. Okay, so these people found orgone energy, okay? And I think I've heard of the term orgone energy before, but like, you know, I don't think it was, I think we've seen it on the deep web if I'm not mistaken. I have to like really look back at some of those videos during editing. It's an orgone accumulator. So basically, if you own this triangle, you accumulate the orgone energy, and it helps connect you to your fucking inner spirituality. Okay, all right, I believe it. Orgone energy is an energy rediscovered by Dr. Wilhelm Reich, an Austrian doctor of medicine and psychoanalyst who studied under Sigmund Freud. The energy goes by different names. The Chinese call it chi, Hindus call it prana, others refer to it as life force energy. I look at it as the 8,000 life points you get in Yu-Gi-Oh battles, you know what I mean? Like fucking just summon that Exodia shit and wipe that dude out from the, wipe him out from the party, right? That's what I believe in it. Wilhelm Reich believes that high concentrations of this energy could be accumulated and used to help heal patients. Stop. Stop right there, okay? When you're healing people, you use things that are discovered in medical science, okay? Like orgone energy. I'm not saying it don't work. I'm just saying there are better ways to do it. So what does it do? It creates micro layers of organic and inorganic material. When you accumulate orgone energy, we also have it stored in added selenite and quartz crystal. So basically that's the energy visualization. So that's how the energy gets seeped in, like it's some Skyrim like crystal, like soul crystal or something. And that's just what it is. Have you ever been to the forest in California? You've noticed you feel a lot better in the environment. Yeah, it's called going outside, unplugging, and breathing in the fresh air. It's not orgone energy. It happens almost anywhere. You go up north in Ontario, same shit. Thankfully, in order to not get caught, they've told us these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, and prevent any disease. Yeah, but I thought it had healing properties, man. I wonder what happened to that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I may sound like I'm a complete prick, okay? I may sound like I'm an awful person. But, you know, when I look through some of these Kickstarters, I won't deny that there's some genuinely good ones out there. But there's always the ones that leave me cringing hard inside. And I swear to God, when I get sent this stuff by, like, friends and family, some of my friends and family will actually sit there and say, you know, maybe this is, like, real. Maybe this is true. The part of me inside says, that's cute, but I'm too skeptical to give a shit about that. But, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Kickstarter of the days. Okay, we learned how vibrating my throat can prevent me from eating, and fucking orgone energy will cure everything. Maybe next time I'm plugged up inside, I can use orgone energy to release my bowels, and we'll have a good time. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I've taken too much of your time up. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I am out.